for people who don't know, who is Wallo?
Wallo is Wallace Peoples. Been in the streets since I was 9. First got arrested June 30th, 1990 when I was 11 years old for armed robbery. Got arrested the next week. Went away to juvenile facilities for 5 years of my life as a juvenile. Then I was 17. Got sentenced to 19 and a half to 52 years for 2 armed robberies, 2 firearms. Went to prison, but during my time in prison, I woke up one day and damn, I said, damn, I'm in prison for being somebody that I'm not. I'm out here, I'm in prison for fraud, and I'm in prison because I wanted to be down, because at the end of the day, when I was growing up in the ghetto, attention is God in the ghetto. And
shit, ain't on social media.
Yeah, but back then it was God, and when I seen a dude come on from prison, it was like he got love. I wanted that love. I wanted to go to jail, like directly and indirectly. I wanted to go to jail, and I wanted attention, because the only way you get the girl, the prettiest girl in the neighborhood, she was only giving attention to the dude that pulled up with the car, the jewelry, and all that stuff, and that lifestyle. Right. So I said, I got to mimic that. Well, you know what I mean? When I seen that, I said, I got to do that. And being myself wasn't cool. And I didn't know that till I was in prison, and one day it was hot, and the fucking walls was sweating. And I woke up, and I said, damn, man. And I realized, like, damn, I'm in jail for being somebody or not. I was frauding the whole time. Because even when I was in the street game, I always had a conscience when we'd do some dumb shit. I'd be like, damn, why we do that dumb shit? And I had some good people in my life, but the bad people outweighed the good people, because I'm looking at these momentary successes like, this is the shit, this is living. That nigga's a square going to work every day. And then you just look, and then I'm looking on TV, I'm learning about technology from my prison cell, and then one day I said, damn, hold up. Them dudes I used to be looking at going to school, y'all suckers and just the weirdos, and then this happened, Revenge of the Nerds. This right here. When I'm reading technology, I'm reading Wired magazine, all this shit in jail, and especially when I realized that I was a fraud myself, and I was fake. No, straight up.
No, I'm looking at Gilly, man, because Gilly is like, I'm tired of hearing this shit or something. I don't know why you making
I'm
faces.
just saying, tell it how it is. I used to get all the bitches back in the day. You wanted to be like me.
No, that's not the case.
You know what I mean?
That's not
you
the
wanted
case.
to be like
That's
your
not the
big
case.
cousin.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
You wanted to be like big cousin.
No. The reality is prostitutes don't count. The crackheads that you was buying, that shit don't count.
Wow.
You trying to add that to your number. Don't add that to your number. Add the chicks that you was dealing with.
Sheila only broke my virginity. She only gave me
It don't matter.
head to
You kept going back, and you counted each number that you went back. Each time you went back, you counted it. But what happened is this, though. See what happened was, I woke up because I was in jail, and then I realized, yo, this shit is crazy. Because I'm in jail, and I'm seeing the cycle remain. I had to remove myself, even in jail. You got street corners in jail because dudes still talking about the same shit. So then I said, damn, life is about exposure, being exposed to new things. Then I start rolling over there and talking to the dude that came to prison for killing his wife because he caught her cheating. Oh, you was a lawyer? Yeah, intellectual property. What is that? Learning about different things, picking up books, and start saying, that shit ain't working. Wow, you want some other shit. You niggas want some other shit. I already know about killing and selling dope, nigga. Everybody know about that already. That shit, I'm coming right back if I'm just going to subscribe and educate myself doing that. And I just kept educating myself, getting the game, and I would interview people when they come to jail. I would interrogate people. Say like somebody come to jail. No, straight up.
Police in jail.
Straight up. No, on some real shit. I interrogate the motherfucker like this, because listen, this is what happened.
Shout out to Wallo 6'9".
Listen, this, that, and third. This, that, and third.
Interrogations in the
this, that, and third. Nigga, you was ghostwriting for 6'9". Nigga, you don't even start the shit. You ghostwriting for him right now. You ghostwriting for him right now. When he got that deal, you ghostwriting for him. Nigga, don't even. You said, ain't nobody gonna know. Nigga, they know now. And Lil Wayne was writing his shit, you nut ass nigga. Wow. And Baby is one of my favorite rappers. And you're mad. You're still mad because he's a disgruntled Cash Money employee. Baby's my nigga. He was mad because they fired his nut ass and started lying and all this dumb shit. All that shit was lies he was saying. Get the fuck out of here. So listen, the whole twist was a person that come to jail. See, a lot of people look at people when they come home, maybe like they stuck in a time that don't exist because they don't know. They don't focus on the real world. I would call him, talk to him I would disappear too. He'd be mad because I won't call for a year or two. He'd be like, yo, what the fuck? What happened to you? Nigga, I'm in jail doing my time.
No, they told me he was up there laying on the lawn with a nigga, but that's some more other shit.
No. Newsflash. You was in jail with my peoples too when you did a little stint.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, like 50 days.
Yeah. You was in jail with my is my uncle, but sometimes my aunt Cookie. You was in there with them, and he said he stepped to you one time. He's
I don't remember no Cookie.
You don't remember Cookie? You ain't supposed to. Because you see, they ask you for your cookies.
Now, wait.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't know about that?
Our aunt was locked up with y'all. He our aunt uncle, but he was locked up.
But when sometimes he want to be our uncle.
So,
uncle when he on the
Cookie
streets,
stepped
when
to
he in jail,
Charlamagne.
Judge to him and said, pass some cookies off, and he took lockup. He took lockup.
Wow.
And when you talking about the cookies on the tray.
It's like a Felice Johnson situation.
He took lockup. But what happened,
He
though,
wanted Charlamagne chocolate chips.
chocolate chips. He said, no, he took lockup. He grabbed his ass and CO, lock me up. All that shit. That's another story. But what happened is, when you in jail, you be stuck in the time that you first came. That's why people, they be in there and they come home on some shit that don't exist. So what I realized, if somebody come to jail, I would ask them about real life. Like when I first heard about Google, when I first heard about you could do this, I told the dude, you lying. You can't do that shit.
You did 25, right?
No, I did 20.
20.
So I said, you can't do that shit. So I would just ask people questions about the free world because I was fascinated with the free world and how it would move when everybody else was talking about, oh yeah, man, who got this? I wasn't trying to hear that shit. So 2013, I got my hands on the cell phone in jail. That's when I started my page. And it was on after that. Once I seen it, I said, oh, the street lack hustlers. Everybody's celebrating nothing. There's illusion going on out there. I'm going to kill these motherfuckers when I get out. Because I said, I'm going to take it to the ground because everybody is too cool to be they self. So I'm saying, oh, this shit is going to be beautiful. So I come home, and I was already doing it, but I got caught with some cell phones and all that shit somebody told on me in the cell. I mean, got a little bit more time.
You was the one interrogating niggas who told on you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's the new song, Gilly? What's the song you wrote for 6ix9ine? How to tell on everybody? That was the song you wrote, you rat. You's a fucking rat. You be telling on me all the time. But that's another story. But what happened was, what happened was I seen that it was this celebration going on in Black America of I made it, I got this and the third, and I'm like, hold up. I know him. His brother's in jail, he got a public defender. He's not really getting money. So I seen this shit. What's her name still live down the way? She still live with her mom. She live in the basement. She's not, how she flexing like, so I seen that everybody was front, so I said, oh, all you got to do is be yourself. Because I look at somebody's page and I see somebody living a regular life, and I see the people talking to them. They be walking in the park like, damn, why you ain't bring Billy with you? I'm like, damn, who? Do you see that's a dog? But then you see these people following the athlete, the rapper, the what's name. Once they start rapping, once Shorty put her clothes on, why I'm following you anymore? So I said, ain't nobody being them. And I realized that they was manufacturing real out here, and the plant clothes.
They got a manufacturer in the Bronx where they manufacture
real. Like you just go through, you could be a rapper, you could be an athlete, you could be anybody, and they put you through the joint, and you would just be all of a sudden, this the new authentic. Oh, they're authentic. That shit bullshit.
Yeah.
So once I peeped that, I'm like, I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to do some shit I never done. I used to talk to men in the prison.
Stay home for 2 years. He gonna do some shit he's never done.
I never done it in my life. I never been home for a year since I first started going in the system. Since I was 11, I never been home for a year.
That's
crazy. I always would go to jail. Like most of my life.
Trying to get back to his girlfriend, man. That's the reality.
Most of my life, stop putting my business on the street, you nut ass nigga. I mean, this, that, and third. And the CO was my girlfriend, not a dude. So let everybody know that.
You was fucking the CO?
Oh man, what you telling to, man? I told first and you double tell. So that was a double snitch. It don't matter. We both snitch. But listen, the whole twist was like
he just gonna fill you with the 6ix9ine.
No, this the whole twist. This the whole twist. Oh yeah, and newsflash, you know what's so funny to me? Everybody, and 6ix9ine do not get a pass in no way, shape, form, or form, but niggas in the street is snitching every day, coming back, getting money, and nobody saying nothing to them.
That's very
So it's
true.
like everybody's just like, oh, 6ix9ine. Why you ain't put the boy that's down the way that's making the moves? Why you ain't post them?
Right. And don't you think when you know somebody like Tekashi, how they even put him into this crew to make them money, they should have known if something went down, he's not going to be the one that's going to be, he didn't grow up like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, he put himself in this situation.
Yeah, he did.
And I'll be all the way honest, any real live street person would have took advantage of him. Like,
but then when something happens, you have to know that he's not going to.
Can't nobody touch you, hurry up. Pull the camera out. Can't nobody touch me. That's right. You know why? Because as long as you say that shit, that's as long as you going to need me around, nigga.
That's right.
Right.
So it's
It's high-level extortion.
Keep
high
saying
level.
it, nigga.
But
Wait, hold on. Wait, we beefing with such. Call him a bitch. Say he can't do nothing to you. You coming to a city tomorrow. Hurry up. Pull the camera out. So,
I mean,
but when it goes down, you wouldn't have expected him to be a stand-up guy that's not going
Not
to
at
tell
all.
nobody. That's what I'm saying.
Not
What did
at
they
all.
expect would happen?
I mean, as soon as the cameras came off, I would have slapped the shit out of him. All right, back to normal.
but
Give him a reality check.
But newsflash to everybody out there in the street, all the real niggas is 10 of y'all. Soon as they're going to the building, about 6 of y'all going to tell anyway. I've seen it all before. The only person that can tell you is somebody that fuck with you. Dudes go to jail because people that fuck with them tell, and they can't do the time because they don't want their baby mom, you know what I mean, baby leg to be coming through, knocking on their baby mom door. They
Backdoor Bobby be out here slaying your baby
you know what I
mama.
mean? Bobby Blaze a bitch. They don't want him to come through, so dudes is telling anyway. I'm just being real about
So with
this
all
shit.
that being said, you think Tekashi could come out and
Only
still...
reason why he ain't tell because when he went to jail, he ain't no bitches.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's a rat. But listen, the whole twist is it's sad. What's sad is this. I'm gonna be real. We live in what's New York? What's the population in New York?
No idea. A lot.
Millions.
Millions. There's not millions of people that's criminals in New York. Philly is 1.8 people there. There's probably like 300,000 criminals that's really operating the game. Mm-hmm. The average person in the world don't give a fuck about crime. They work every day. They don't give a fuck about what 6ix9ine do. They looking at that for entertainment. I'm not co-signing what he done in no shape, form, or fashion, but they're looking at that entertainment, and they don't give a fuck about that. Right. He's going to stream because white America and people around the world, they're going to buy it. He's in jail, but he's like the most talked about. Yeah. He get more attention than all these other rappers out here.
He's got documentaries coming out.
So it's like, at the end of the day.
But I want to know, are you playing the shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I didn't listen to him anyway.
Let me, because the podcast be over, nigga. You pull up to my house. And then with the deuces and the exclusive.
Hold up. We're not going to keep talking about 6ix9ine. I'm going to just leave it with this. Every time they came to Philly, they called you. That was your boy.
That was before you told.
Oh.
We got a homie
actually, Shotty was your boy, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Shotty. Let's get it right.
Yeah,
and let's be for real. I got a homie that was my homie for 15 years, and I just got some paperwork on him 3 months ago. And where's he at?
He cut him off. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I cut your ass off.
But that's another story.
Understand what you do.
That's another story. But like I'm saying is this. To those that's looking at this, all you real street niggas, let me tell you something. Real is staying out there with your daughter. Real, and like I said on Instagram one time, I said, I'm going to just prepare you for the biggest conversation in your life, and be prepared that when you 15 years in or 10 years in and your daughter keep graduating and you got to keep, don't lie to her no more. When she say, Daddy, when you coming home, real street niggas, please be like, I'm not coming home. I chose the streets over you, baby. Right. Please.
And understand that real dude, mean recognizing everybody ain't loyal. Please
be that same dude when you realize you hear that your son got shot or your son is out there trying to live a name that you had in the streets. You was to be a real nigga.
Right.
You said that the street game is more important than your kids and your family. Don't get to jail and all of a sudden playing daddy. Oh man, why I ain't seeing my daughter? Don't do that shit.
Now all of a sudden you want to get married. You want a jailhouse. Well, I love you.
Don't do that shit,
baby.
Because let me tell you something.
That's real.
The streets is a zillion and oh. Ain't nobody beat yet.
None.
And if you think you're going to end up the drug dealer with the house on the hill, nigga, negative. You're going to end up the drug dealer in Camp Hill.
Wiping tables in the kitchen. Wiping tables, working in the kitchen, stealing peppers and green onions out the kitchen and all that shit.
What you used to do?
Yeah, I did. That was the shit. I did that.